Good morning, this is Joey Krashenfels.
And I'm Sufia Manan. We're coming to you live from the WSMS studio. Please give your attention to Alex for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Now here are today's announcements. For lunch today, we're having spaghetti with meat sauce, fish nuggets, spicy chicken sandwich, Caesar salad, garlic toast, and fruit cocktail. Students, if you would like to sign a Get Well Soon card for Mrs. Pontius, the Student Services Secretary, there's a yellow sign on the table in the Commons. You will send it to our family after Friday. Do you love social studies and the history of Indiana? Please stop by room 202 and talk to Ms. Walters about joining the awesome SMS Academic Social Studies team. Join us as we nibble on Indiana history and munch on a few snacks. Any items that are still in the Lost and Found next Wednesday, January 13th, will be donated. Make sure you check to see if you are missing anything. Now to Sufjan for the rest of the announcements.
Attention all 7th and 8th grade girls planning on trying out for basketball. Please sign up in the main office by Friday, January 8th. The English Academic Super Bowl team will meet starting next Monday, January 11th. Please bring your materials with you. We will meet in the computer lab inside the IMC. 8th graders, if you have an early college scheduling appointment today, please leave class in time to be in the seminar room in time for your appointment. Come to the Student Services office if you're not sure what time your appointment starts. Teachers also have this schedule in an email. Attention 8th grade students attending the DC field trip in May. Your second payment is due to hemisphere travel by Thursday, January 14, 2016. Now for a special announcement.
Good morning, Schmucker students. Mr. McMillan here. Real quick, I won't take too much time. There was an announcement about Lost and Found in the main office. It is a bundle of stuff. That's the best word I have. Stuff, clothes, sweatshirts, t-shirts, shorts. There are lunch boxes up on top of the counter, a lot of lunch boxes. So if you're missing something, please check there, and we'll try to get that to you as soon as you can. But there are a lot of stuff in there that we'd like to get to its owners, and I'm sure parents would like that too as well. I know Mr. Gallagher has some points as well to discuss.
All right. Good morning, Schmucker Middle School. Thank you, Mr. McMillan, for that reminder. I think actually we're going to be moving any of the Lost and Found items out very soon. So like Mr. McMillan said, please stop by if you're missing anything. So you're finishing today. First of all students should be in their regular advisory class today. So hopefully everybody made it there. I really want to applaud the students for getting to the right locations as we started after the Christmas break. And so you guys did a wonderful job. Today is the last of the first season of our first season of the 5-star series. And I just want to do a little intro into what you're going to talk about today. So this lesson today that you're going to hear from Coach Seth is going to talk about upgrade honor for your teachers. So this whole idea of upgrading is going to be kind of the theme for this season. We are going to continue during the third and fourth quarters with the 5-star online curriculum. There's some great messages that they communicate that we believe in as a school. And so we're going to continue with those messages and share those out with students and have discussions on those topics. So today you're going to talk a little bit about upgrading honor for teachers. And we have great students here at Schmucker, and I know when you hear this message, it's going to be a nice reminder for many, but also it's going to be something that I want you to really think about. What can you do to kind of change the level of respect that you show for your teachers? You know, your teachers are a very important part of your life, and as a middle school student, it's probably hard to realize that through your educational journey, but you're gonna look back on your middle school and high school career once you get into high school, and you're gonna have a different level of appreciation for what the teachers that you have had, what they did for you. And so what we want you to do is to maybe start to realize some of those things earlier, and so that you can show appreciation for your teacher. So you're going to hear from Coach Seth today. He's going to just remind us about how you can upgrade honor for your teachers. He's going to share a funny little story that I kind of related to, how he kind of learned from his father's mistakes and applied that to his schooling. And I had a very similar story as well, as I learned from some of the stories that my father told me about his school career and the way he behaved in school back in the 70s, and didn't want me to make the same mistakes as I was attending school as well. So, take what you're going to hear to heart from Coach Seth, and I challenge you to upgrade your honor for your teachers this week, and just tell them thank you. Okay, try to say thank you for what they do for you every single day here at Schmucker Middle School. I want you to have a great day, great weekend, and now back to the desk.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day, and we'll see you on Monday.
Hey, Coach Seth here, and time for another 5-Star Left upgrade. I'm so excited about today because we're going to talk about something that you are going to be excited to talk about, and that is upgrading your relationship with your teachers. Yes, and probably you're thinking of a couple things. You're thinking about the teacher you love or the teacher that you don't really love, and we all have both, and that's okay. But this week, I'm telling you, your teachers, they are there to help you learn. They're there to help you. We talked about the grade challenge. We talked about upgrading your level of respect for your own education, because it's the foundation, it's the passport, it's the ticket to your dreams. And your teachers are the ones that are really driving the train, and they're helping you. So, upgrading your relationship with your teacher is a huge deal. So my question is, how are you doing with your teachers? Think about the teacher maybe you don't connect with. You don't get along with. Think about the teacher that you love. There are reasons for both. But I want to start by telling a quick story. So my dad, who I've learned greatly from, I was a pretty good student. I've always learned to honor my teachers because my dad, he did it the wrong way. So I got to watch and learn from some of the stories he told. But one of the stories he told was he was sitting in class, and his teacher, his name was Homer Mumaw. And Homer Mumaw, that's a great name, isn't it? He's up there teaching, he's scratching away at the chalkboard, and my dad, he was one of those students, and some of you are sitting in chairs right now, for some reason sitting in a chair was like torture for him. I mean, it was just like painful. It was the worst. And so his teacher's up there teaching, and all he's hearing is blah, 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 blah. And he didn't have a program like 5-Star Life to say, hey, listen, focus, you can discipline yourself, learn, you can absorb this, you can get this. So he just kind of checked out. And he noticed in their class that there was probably only half the chairs were full. It was a small class. And so he was sitting, and this is way back in the day, he was sitting on the 3rd story of the building. And there's these large picture windows that were about this high, and they're open. They didn't have screens, they just opened them up. It was a spring day. And for some reason, my dad got this idea, hey, I think I'm going to throw a chair out the window. And so he did. He grabbed a chair, threw it out the window, heard a crash at the bottom on the sidewalk 3 stories below. And everybody hears the crash. Teacher hears the crash. He turns and looks around. My dad's just sitting there and acting like he's listening. And, he turns around, starts writing again. Well, my dad noticed there's another chair open. So he grabs that, tosses that over his shoulder, out the window, falls 3 stories, crash. Well, this went on for the next half hour during class. Actually, the whole class began to shuffle and shift empty chairs to my dad. And there's a pile of broken chairs at the end of the day. Now, here's why I tell that story. My dad struggled with school, struggled with his teachers. Why? Because he was checked out and he had no honor for teachers. And I'm telling you this because I got to hear these stories, and he told me these stories not so I'd repeat them because they're funny, but he said, Seth, I missed so many opportunities. I never took my education serious. I never learned. I disconnected. I disengaged. Don't be like me. I took that to heart, and I learned how to show respect and honor. I know there's probably a few teachers out there who would say maybe I goofed off a few times here and there, but I want to ask you, what kind of student are you? Are you the student that is absorbing what your teachers are teaching, or are you the student that is just checked out and you're thinking of funny things to do, disruptive things to do, because here's the reality. Maybe the disconnect between you and your teacher, your teacher might think you're bad or think you don't like school, and I know because I've met so many of you. It's not that you don't like school, it's just that you have such a hard time sitting in that seat that long. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get your mind off of you sitting in the seat and onto what your teacher can offer you. Now, think about this. If your teacher came into class and had cash in their hand, and they stood there and they're talking about how you could get the cash, would you pay attention? Oh, you better believe you'd be paying attention. You'd be totally engaged because we all like cash. We all like money. Well, let me tell you the truth. What your teacher is telling you is as good as cash. What they're teaching you is the foundation that will make you money, that will make you a career, that will make you into somebody that you'll be proud of, somebody who's living a 5-star life. Every time you disrespect your teacher, every time you check out, every time you have these little sidebar conversations and disrupt other people, every time you do that, and I know the temptation is big because sometimes you get bored, but you got to overcome that temptation because every time you do it, it's like you're standing up and saying, no, I don't want that cash. I don't care. I don't care about cash. I don't care about money. I don't care about my future. It's like winding up and slapping yourself in the face like we talked about before. So this week, I want to challenge you to find ways to honor and respect your teachers, and here's how. You do it by listening in class. You do it by not talking while they're talking. Even if you have to force yourself to focus and engage, you will live a 5-star life and you will upgrade your relationship with your teachers. So this week, find a way to honor your teachers, to say thank you, but to focus in class. It'll take you places that you will be excited about. Good luck.